And welcome back, folks. It's been 5 seconds since the last recording I did. We're gonna try this again to see if we can do the deed without getting caught. Pilgrim Adventures. Let's skip the intro, because we already did that last time. But now I can give them all voices.
Good evening, Mr. Aran. May I take your coat?
Of course. I could, hit on her the entire time. Yeah, take this blasted wet thing off me. You're new, aren't you?
Sophia's the name. I recognize you from your pictures, Mr. Aran. I'm not new exactly. I've been employed by your family for almost a year. It's just that you've never visited before.
What are you trying to say? My family and I have not always been on the best of terms, as I'm sure you're aware.
I may have heard a few things which gave me that impression. I hope that it's all in the past now, at least. You are here now, and I'm sure you're eager to meet with the others. Your father is in the library on your left, and your mother is in the parlor, which is on your right.
I'm going to be the utmost of nicitudeness. And where can I find you? I got a nut. Thank you for your help, Sophia.
You are very welcome, Mr. Aran. I will be in the kitchen preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when dinner is served.
Alright, so I won't be able to get 2 items. The underwear, I think, was a good plan. It's not like I can plant that on my mother. Let's go try and be civil with father. Civil. Musty smell of you fills with dread inside of you. You have too many bad memories of this room. You know what? Maybe I can go get some food from the kitchen. Give it to La Poupée.
Poor doggy.
Walking in the pantry, you begin to salivate at the promising scent of roast beef coming from the kitchen beyond. I could try and blame it on her by using rat poison, but... You don't think you'll be needing any bread? Okay, well, what about this?
Please don't touch that.
Okay, well, now that she has seen me in here, the knife is out of the question. I'll have to do the lecherous thing still. What's in here? It wasn't a barrel, I was looking at a cabinet. Okay, so... Is there anything in here I can use? An assortment of family records and heirlooms are contained in this ornate glass cabinet.
I don't know.
Of course you do. Use that head for once, boy.
Great Uncle Thomas?
What initials do you see on that silverware?
CB.
And what kind of halfwit spells Thomas with a C?
I don't know.
Well, I do. It's the kind of halfwit that's standing next to me. Now, which of your ancestors owned that silver chalice? If you get this one wrong, there will be serious consequences, boy. I'll say one thing for my father. His style of parenting has always been consistent. Cosmo, what are you doing? Meow. Alright, so what do I got here? None of these books interest you. What's this? There's nothing on this old lectern. You manage to force open a locked drawer and writing desk. Inside you find pages of poetry penned in your sister's handwriting. There seem to be love letters penned to an unidentified female. From the descriptions, you would guess it's the new maid. Maybe I was right. What? Okay, so I could take a poem. Then I could plant the poem. Guy, but I need a way of pinning it on him. We'll leave the poems for now. Oh, there's stairs where that guy went. Let's head down there. I'll make sure to talk with, Hey, everybody. The dusty old wine cellar is where your father likes to practice billiards. The laundry room is next door, and beyond that, the servants' quarters. Crack her over the head with this. The billiards cue belonging to your father lies across the table. This could certainly serve as an unorthodox murder weapon. We'll leave it for now. We gotta take a look. We're not gonna fail this time. What's this? There's nothing in here but wet laundry. There's nothing in here but wet laundry. There is a broomstick in the corner. The maid has left a wooden broom leaning against the wall. Broken in two, it might be a useful weapon. So, I mean, I found out that those two were getting along famously. But it's a matter of, I've got to find a way of pinning it. Maid has left a wooden broom. No, those are shoes. What's in here? Okay, there's that guy. Can't go rummaging through George's drawers while he's watching you. Can't go rummaging through. Okay. Oh, hello, sir. What can I do for you? You seem quite distressed about something. I do? Well, I'm sure it's nothing you can trouble yourself with, sir. Your concerns are my concerns. Well, now, George, we've known each other for many years. If something is troubling you, I want to hear about it. If you insist, sir. Ever since that new maid arrived, I feel like I've been nudging towards early retirement. She's obviously been trained to become the new housekeeper. She's taken over my responsibilities one by one. I've tried discussing the matter with your mother, but to no use. She hasn't been herself lately either. But please don't trouble yourself about it, sir. I probably shouldn't have said anything at all. And if you try and think I'm doing some kind of accent, no, I'm just trying to give him its own unique voice. So this new maid is something of a bully? This new maid is quite domineering then. She didn't seem that way to me. She is, subtle in her ways, but mark my words, she wants to be running this house. Perhaps it's not a coincidence that your sister's mental health has become worse since Sophie arrived. I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary yet, but I have my suspicions. She is a cold and heartless, a woman as I've ever known. I should say no more. Please excuse me, sir. Sure, I'll excuse you. Go do your own thing. I'm just gonna... You aren't in the habit of sleeping in the servants' quarters. The more I do stuff, the greater chance of me getting caught is. A broken mirror sits upon the maid's desk. Odds are that it belongs to your sister, and the maid has been hiding it here after accidentally breaking it. A shard of glass from the mirror would be a poetic murder weapon. That would work. I wouldn't have to plant the mirror. I could, let's see. Yeah, I think I'll work with this. Can only pick up 2 objects, I'm sure. You take the sharpest piece of broken glass and hide it on your person for later. Nothing in these drawers but clothes belonging to the maid. Okay, so no one knows I was in the maid's room. Well, now we're gonna go grab that poetry. Oh, first let's talk to Mother, and let's talk to Father. I see you made it, Aaron. Forgive me if I don't stand. Your mere presence has almost given me a heart attack. Hello, Mother. Please sit down if you want to talk properly. Okay, we're gonna be also civil. So, Aaron, you managed to make it up here for a visit. Please tell me you aren't here to cause trouble. I'm here to make amends, or at least try to. No, Mother, I'm not here to cause trouble. Quite the opposite. Oh? Our family's been dysfunctional for a long time, and it can only deal with whatever the happens. I see. Forgive me if you're a little skeptical of that achievable. How do we get through the day without the drama? I would really appreciate it. Have you been up to see your sister? She's been going through an unusual, difficult time recently. Ah. What's wrong with her this time? Oh, you sound worried. Not seen her in days when Ray's remembered and sent her last time and it shouldn't go now already. I'll just try. Okay, and then we go visit Father. I have no food for Doggy. Hello, Father. Father remains silent. Whoops, obviously I'm here. I want to put all that pleasant. Apparently I skipped it. Happy? You have to let me live my own life. My own home. My own job. Damn them both to hell. You think any of your pathetic little life means anything? You're the last of a noble dynasty that stretches back hundreds of years. What does your life mean next to that? Well, everything. You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were. Obviously didn't give you enough discipline. How you beat me plenty. Can't be civil. I'll take my leave. Whoop! Alright, so I get out of here. I talk with them. I've talked with everyone except for the maid. I talk with the maid, and then I'll go with the poetry. I'm going to make sure I talk with everyone. There's nothing else down here, is there? No. Oh, hello, Mr. Aaron. Is there something I can do for you? What time will dinner be ready? It won't be long. I'm preparing your father's favorite. I want to make sure it's cooked perfectly. That is unacceptable. I'm hungry. Ah, take your time. There's no rush, really. You look like you're sweating yourself to death in here. Oh, you were too kind, but please don't worry about me. It's my job. I would never complain about a little hard work, and that matter go with everything smoothly. So I'm sorry I must get back to work now. The ring bell when dinner is ready. As much as I would like to, you know, read all of this again and again, it's time to grab La Poetry. Oh no, I haven't talked to my sister yet. Well, I didn't talk to my sister last time either. And no one will ever know. What are you doing? That is a wall. I'm glad it's interesting to you, but it's just a wall. Maybe you dig one of the poems. Yes. You take the most intimate and lovelorn poem you can find and hide it on your person. Find your right location might be an interesting question about the maid's relationship with your sister. Ah, again, the bell invites me to dinner. So, I'm not gonna narc on, or be a jerk to the guy. As much as I want to blame him, this time it looks like I ended up going the way of the maid. Could you come here a moment? Yes, ma'am. Pour me some wine. Yes, ma'am. And this is where I find out that I guess this makes sense. This connects. By talking with the different people, I understand more about the entirety of the situation. Okay, so we want to pour the wine. Don't want to cause trouble. Nonsense, George. Stop being over pedantic. Or whatever it was. Come on, let George pour the wine. Just let him pour the damn wine, would you? It's his job. You stay out of it, boy. If your mother wants to go to pour the damn wine, let the girl pour the damn wine. Of course, sir. My apologies. You're a fair little rat, isn't he, Daddy? Yes, he is. You never keep your mouth shut, boy. Perhaps I did speak out of turn. I apologize. I must have had too much wine myself. You better not let that happen again. Sophia, could you come here, please? Yes, Miss Jennifer? I want to say the loveliest meal I'd ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, you cunning pixie. You're too kind, miss. Of course, I'll have tea and cakes for you in the drawing room, as usual, after dinner. Oh, you're so good to me, sweet thing. You are very, very good to me. Sophia isn't interested in your advances, sister. Leave the girl alone, would you, sister? She obviously is not interested in your advances. Shut up, Rat. You ruined everything. Don't accuse your sister of such things. That's quite enough. Anyway, let's not forget why we're here today. Let's celebrate your father's birthday. Important occasion for us all. You'll be in West Malcolm. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed, happy birthday, Father. Let's hope that it will be one to remember. Doing the deed. Now is the time to quickly plant any items of evidence you have. So to do so, enter the desired room and select the item from your inventory. When you're ready, drawing room and go do the deed. So I don't want to put it in his cabinet because that would make no sense. I have to do... I put it in her bedroom where the mirror was. Nope, wrong one. As I immediately 180. Okay, so go in here. Go in here. Can I plant the... Yeah, an urgent deed that needs doing. Well, apparently I can't plant it in there, so I need to plant it in the kitchen. And it looks like fingerprinting isn't something that ends up happening here. Already stabbed her in the back once, why not just do something else? Alright, so I need... There's no longer a knife. Go talk with her again. It gives you an exasperated glance as she cleans some pots and plants. She's obviously too busy for idle chatter. Please don't touch that. Well, how do I plant this on her? Or... do I plant it at the sister's bedroom? I'm not clicking a goddamn portrait. I'm trying to go in the damn door. This room covered in walls, great and everything. No, I have to plant it on the maid, don't I? So many mirrors. I don't have time to search your sister's wardrobe. How do I plant it on the maid? Gotta be a place I can place the poetry where it will be found. Where can I plant this? Because once I go in there, there's no turning back. If I try and plant it in there, he will be... Or maybe... Oh. What if I try here? Dang it. Why won't I be needing any bread? What about the barrel? There's gotta be a place. If I go in there... Because if I have it on me, they're going to automatically assume it was me. I took the poetry. What if I try and put it in that fireplace? Wait, I'm an idiot. Maybe I should try and use the item. Freaking A. Now that I've been everywhere and everyone's seen me everywhere, now I'm really suspicious. Completely forgot that Misa need to use the thing. Alright. So I need to items poem. I've been have to plant this item in this room? Yes. I guess I could have read that, but you know what? I'm more worried about, getting away with murder. I may have to go through and find a way of accusing absolutely everyone of murder. Alright, so I go in there. Dun da 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 da. Ah, lifeless body to the ground. Broken glass. It's time to leave the room. Gotta make it to my bedroom. Gotta make it to my bedroom. 3, 2, 1. Dun dun. All right. Come on. Succeed. I understand difficult time for family. Damn right it is. Bruce. What? Nope. Seems highly unlikely. Suspector and suspector. Well, same thing. Interviewed you, Mr. Bruce. Blah 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 blah. The interview. What? Now? Did you do it? Did you murder her? That's what I thought. I did. This won't take long. Need to search your purse, investigate its formalities. Yep, I'm afraid so. Turn around. Oh, I guess so if I kept something on my person. No one else who was present in the house at the time of her sister's death. Complete our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start with the beginning first. Throughout the activities, Mid says you butler arrived, 7 o'clock, ready to you at the door. She says you mentioned during the conversation that you were not in good terms with the family. It's no secret. I meant that my family doesn't like me much. It's been that way since I chose to leave family home. Of course, I understand. Later you went to speak to the maid again, which is curious. Inside the kitchen, to see when dinner would be ready. Yeah, it makes sense. Later on, you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, in the parlor. She told me that you were unusually cordial. Something about wanting to apologize and make amends? I was being sincere. I see. Do you think it's highly suspicious that you suddenly wanted to reconcile after all this time? No, I don't think so. Very well, then. She says you spoke briefly about your sister. Apparently seemed quite concerned about her well-being. We were worried the sister might attempt suicide. Yeah, shall we all take note of that? You went to see your family in the library. I understand your conversation became quite heated. My father had always had a temper. Of course it did. My father was an irritating man. Actually, I thought the conversation was civil. Anyway, conversations go that way. Would you say he has a violent temper? Absolutely. I see. Well, that's good to know. We discussed the prospect of moving back into Dunshell. You refused in said circumstances, I understand. Of course. I already made my life elsewhere. I gotta keep all my stuff straight. I can't just move back here. Of course not. That's completely understandable. Let's discuss your conversation with the butler. You understand that he spoke with the new maid, Sophia? The butler seems to have some concerns about her. I'll let you out in a moment. He told me that a new maid is a bully. He only concerned with what's under her dress. He told me that the new maid is very domineering and was looking to force him out of a job. I believe cold and heartless were the words he used. I see. Interesting. Did you speak with your sister before dinner? No, I did not. I didn't see Jennifer until dinner. Very well, then. Let's move on to the events that took place during dinner. I understand that there was an argument involving the butler. You felt like it was being treated unfairly. Someone has to stand up for the servants around here. My family always treats them like dirt. Indeed, that was good of you to do so, Mr. Bruce. Apparently, you accused your sister of making unwanted advances toward the maid. Well, someone needed to talk to her about it. I felt we needed to call attention to her. She was just embarrassing herself. So your sister has strong feelings toward the maid? Yes, very strong feelings, but I'm not sure the maid knew anything about it. I see. I may have done this correctly. Or one way. Now I need to ascertain your location by the time of your sister's death. Where were you when the maid screamed? I was upstairs. In my old bedroom. I was in the guest bedroom. I see, thank you. As I said earlier, we have completed our initial search of the property. We found a poem written by your sister, which appears to be clearly express romantic feelings toward the maid. Given that we found it in the maid's room, we can be sure that she had read it. Perhaps it is proof that the two were involved in a secret relationship. It would make her suspect. I certainly have more questions for her, but at least I'm curious about the murder weapon. The broken glass seems to have come from one of your sister's mirrors. We found out the rest of it in the maid's room. We have established that you have been to the servants' quarters this evening. However, we can't rule out suicide, especially given the sister's mental condition and her obsession with mirrors. It is all very interesting. I'll be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. While some of your behavior this evening has been peculiar, I can find no cause for any significant suspicion. While there are some suspicions regarding your father, I currently don't regard him as a serious suspect, but I feel quite certain that the maid isn't telling me something. The possibility of suicide must be considered, although I'm personally unconvinced. Now, as for what happens next, you can go for now, but I'd appreciate it if you did not leave town. I may have some more questions for you later. Next, I'm going to have to arrest the maid. It is possible that an inquest might return a verdict of suicide. We'll see. So there is a chance of suicide. Although the inspector harbored his own suspicions about you, Sophia the maid was treated as the prime suspect in the case. The evidence you had planted against her led to the trial and swift conviction. The case caused quite a scandal in the national media, and Sophia gained a lot of unwanted celebrity in the process. She became known as the public imagination of the killer chambermaid. With no other heirs remaining, your father reversed his plans to get you out of his will, and when your parents died, you inherited everything. Finchel House was yours, along with the fortune that came with it. However, George the butler found himself unable to continue serving in the place after what had happened. As you spent many long and sleepless nights wandering through the rooms of the house, you found that its emptiness was reflected within yourself. You had become hollow inside, free of everything but the nightmares that continued to haunt you. And I guess that's another way that this could end. But apparently, I mean, it seems like there can be a whole range of scale of like suspicion and so forth. Like you could make it so you weren't suspicious at all. You probably could have made it seem like she just killed herself. Maybe you can get her to kill herself. So you don't actually kill her. Oh well, this was another way that it could have ended. If folks enjoyed this, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like to see more. I probably won't do any more videos of this, but heck, it was still fun to play. The deed, which is available on the stem, it is available for, well, right now, 74 cents. Normal price of 99 cents. And, well, yeah, that's really it. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the flip side. Yo.